Hello and welcome back to Rev Endurance Sports and another episode of what is in our stand today. Alright, well this is a Canyon E mountain bike Strava model, and it has mechanical shifting, a 12-speed mechanical shifting. The gentleman riding this bike had a little crash, and so we have the derailleur in two parts. So we have this part here, and it appears that that's metal, but this part is plastic that mates to this, the clutch mechanism. When he crashed, as you can see the impact here, then the derailleur went into the spokes. There's only one spoke that has a kink in it. Doesn't seem too bad. We're probably going to leave that alone. Now, we don't know the condition of the chain yet. So once we install the new derailleur and we start running through the gears, we'll see if there's any kink in the chain. But the most important thing that I wanted to talk about today was this being a UDH rear derailleur. Hanger. So what we need to find out is, as they say that these things are supposed to be really tough and there's no issues with these, we're going to see if this hanger is still going to be straight once we install the new M6100 rear derailleur. And according to SRAM, when you have this type of transmission or this type of rear derailleur hanger situation, these things are supposed to be really, really tough. And so in this case, the derailleur still broke, but the frame is fine. So I guess that's what we're still trying to save. We're still trying to save the frame when we have a crash. All right, we're going to do some of the work. Rear derailleur showed up today, and then we will show the finished product to see if everything is fine. All right, so we replaced the rear derailleur on this guy because in a previous video I talked about this going into the spokes and breaking off, and I was concerned that maybe the UDH rear derailleur was all hype and that it was still going to bend and still cause shifting issues. But I am happy to report that I replaced the derailleur, did not have to replace the chain, so this gentleman got off pretty easy considering what happened. Typically this is a pretty catastrophic thing when the rear derailleur goes into the spokes. It pretty much wreaks havoc on everything. It kinks the chain, it breaks spokes, it breaks the derailleur, it breaks the derailleur hanger. But in this case, no, all good. No kinks in the chain, so we just replaced the derailleur, and I kept the same cable. Now, controversial for some folks, but a lot of times like this bike just doesn't have that much time. It's fairly new, and the derailleur cable was nice, settled in, worn in, so I didn't replace it. Save the customer some money, but more importantly, now I'll save the customer the inconvenience of having to come back in a couple of weeks because the shifting's not set, or it's not as crisp anymore. And that's the thing about 12-speed, right? Everything's got to be so perfect. Now, there is one last thing before we go. The biggest issue we had was Canyon never responded to this customer. It's been nearly 2 weeks that he has asked Canyon to provide him with some spec guidance because he wanted to upgrade this from the mechanical shifting. He wanted to upgrade it to a SRAM transmission type of system where it's wireless. He didn't want to have the cables anymore. But we could never get a response from Canyon. So unfortunately, this is going to have to be either at another time, or we're going to have to go it alone if he just decides he wants to change the spec. But we were concerned about chainring combinations and stuff like that because we want to know what's the biggest chainring he can get in here. This 36 appears to be pretty much the max. So anything smaller should fit. But, you know, we just wanted to get some spec guidance, and we never got a response from Canyon. All right, anyway, those are just my pet peeves of people that save money, buy a Canyon. They don't go through their local bike shop, but then when they need service, when they need repair, I need Canyon to respond to my customers. I need them to provide customer support so I can take care of my customer when they come in to see me. Okay, that is all for today. Please like and subscribe. And oh yeah, if anyone has one of these bikes, make a comment down below. If anyone has had a positive experience with a UDH hanger, please leave a comment down below. And if you've had a negative experience, speaking of negative experience, on Facebook there is a mechanics forum that I belong to, and there are a ton of people who are complaining about the SRAM UDH derailleurs snapping. I guess even before they get up to the tightening torque, they're snapping. And so some folks have recommended the Wheels Manufacturing UDH. So if anyone's got any feedback on that, I really, really want to hear about it. Okay, thank you so much for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. We'll see you up the road.